I'm an American, and I've never watched a game of soccer in my life. See soccer clips, you know, online and stuff like that, but I've never actually gotten into the game of soccer at all. I don't like to underestimate people. So what I'm going to do now is dive into soccer and let's see what it's about. In the video today, 15 brutal fouls. So I want you guys to help me ride the ride. I can't take the ride unless you guys tell me where I'm going. What team should I be looking up? What highlights should I be looking up? Give me some advice, all right?
Here are the 15 most brutal fouls in the history of football.
They haven't cleared it. Oh,
that is a booking.
Number 15. At number 15, the foul was committed by a player normally known for being a good guy. It was in the final match of the group stage of the 2018
He said normally the good guy?
UEFA Champions League. Bayern Munich versus Ajax Amsterdam. Both teams were giving their all, and they each scored a...
Now, is this good teams? Like, I don't know at all. Just let me know, are these good teams? Are these, like, really good teams? And also, like, what's the name of the I seen Premier League on the thumbnail, but, like, is that the name of the soccer league? Yeah, I know what I'm trying to say.
Goal. However, in the 75th minute, chaos erupted on the Ajax bench.
Oh, he just hit him with a blue blocker. Now this is supposed to be soccer and not no like MMA anything like that, right?
Mueller attempted to reach a long pass with a high kick and didn't see the Ajax player who wanted to head the ball. The Bayern player directly hit Tagliafico in the forehead with his boot studs, causing a laceration. Tagliafico had to receive medical treatment on the field, but luckily was able to continue and finish the match. Mueller, on the other hand, was shown a red card and had to take an early shower. The foul was quite violent but unintentional.
So, question, red flag means he has to go off for the rest of the game, or red flag just means he's out for the moment?
However, our top 3 fouls, without a doubt, are brutal.
Wow.
Number 14. In the 1990 World Cup held in Italy, Cameroon surprised everyone by beating the defending champions Argentina 1-0 in the opening match. But there was a scene from that game that the football world will never forget. Just before the end of... Here are the 15 most... Tagliafico had to receive medical treatment on the field, but luckily was able to continue and finish the match. Mueller, on the other hand, surprised everyone by beating the defending champions Argentina 1-0 in the opening match. But there was a scene from that game that the football world will never forget. Just before the end of the match, there was one last counterattack by Claudio Caniggia. During that tackle, even his shoe flew off. Passing was directly sent off, and this foul was considered...
Now you know damn well you kick somebody hard if your shoe come off. Come on, bro.
Considered one of the worst in World Cup history.
That's the worst?
Indeed, football is pure emotion, and in some cases, tempers flare up quickly. Number 13. Our next foul is committed by a player known mainly for his aggressive defending and unsportsmanlike conduct. In the quarterfinals of the Spanish Copa del Rey, Barcelona, with superstar Messi, played against their arch-rivals Real Madrid. Messi's run towards the goal, as usual, could only be stopped by a foul. And while Messi was on the ground, Pepe did this.
And he got cleats on.
He stepped on his hand. Messi screamed in pain, and Barcelona went mad, rightfully so. The referee didn't see it, and there was no video assistant referee at that time, so Pepe didn't receive a foul. Messi, on the other hand, was able to continue playing and scored the winning goal against Real. After the match, Pepe apologized.
So Messi, Messi, I've seen the name. He's like obviously big in soccer, but so you're saying they changed the rules after this happened, or if it ain't no video, it ain't nothing?
Claiming it was unintentional. Sorry, Pepe, but it looked anything but accidental. Number 12. The next foul didn't even result in a yellow or red card, although this tackle nearly killed the other player. In 1988, Rangers were playing against Steaua Bucharest. The Scottish team was known for their rough style of play, but Grame Souness went a bit far.
Ooh, he kicked him in the thigh with cleats on, bro.
Reckless and dangerous. 40 years ago, the studs on the boots were made of iron, not plastic.
Oh, my
God. The player who suffered the foul had to undergo surgery, and in the hospital, he discovered how serious the situation was.
Wow.
One of his lymph nodes had burst, which could have endangered his life. Fortunately, everything turned out well, and Graham didn't even receive a card for his ugly foul. Number 11. But let's stay in England. The Premier League is known to be a bit more physical, and John Terry was known to be one of the toughest defenders. However, this tackle knocked him out cold. It was the final phase of a League Cup match between Chelsea and Arsenal, and the score was tied at 1-1. Chelsea earned a corner, and Terry wanted to show off his heading skills.
They haven't cleared it on.
Abu Dhabi wanted to kick the ball away from the goal, and Terry attempted a header at the same time.
Yo, that's they got cleats on,
Not
boy.
a good combination. Terry swallowed his tongue, stopped breathing for a short period, and had to be treated on the field. Fortunately, he recovered, but had no memory of the incident. At least Didier Drogba scored the winning goal, making Chelsea the winner of the match. Number 10. The foul in the next match also occurred during an important encounter and almost sparked a brawl between the two teams. We're back in Spain in the 2011 Spanish Super Cup match between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Remember Pepe? Barcelona was leading 3-2, and it was already the last minutes of extra time when Marcelo had no chance of recovering the ball and brutally lunged at Fabregas from behind. Pure frustration. A straight red card. In the ensuing scuffle, Mourinho pinched the ear of the Barca coach, Piqué and Ozil pushed each other, and yes, there was a lot of confusion.
So hold on, the coaches did assault each other? Yo, this gangster, I like this.
Ozil all received red cards and had to watch the final seconds from outside the field.
Okay, red card, you gotta go. Okay.
Axel Witsel was an important player for Dortmund in recent years, but when he was making a name for himself in 2009, he was involved in one of the worst fouls, and some even called for his ban from professional football.
Wow.
At the time, the young Witsel played for the Standard Liège. He was part of Belgium's golden generation, and top clubs from around the world had their eyes on him. But then, during a match against Anderlecht, this happened. Witsel broke the opponent's leg, and was suspended.
Ooh, I didn't see that, bro. Ay, caramba, babosito, calamindo.
For 8 matches. He continued to claim it was all unintentional, but with the next incident, the perpetrator of the foul won't be able to escape.
Wow.
Simply brutal. Number 8. It's the final of the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa. The Netherlands with RN.
Hey, yo, if your foot hurt right now, ow in the comments, good boy, my foot hurt now.
Robin faced the Spanish tiki-taka of Iniesta and Xavi. It's the 28th minute and the score is 0-0 when Nigel de Jong turns into a kung fu fighter against Xabi Alonso. It's understandable that the Spanish players were furious with the referee because the Englishman, Howard Webb, only showed a yellow card. It's hard to believe when you see those images. Fortunately, Alonso could continue playing, and since Robin failed to score, Spain ultimately won the World Cup.
Wow,
but
that's crazy.
This foul in the Bundesliga didn't have a pleasant aftermath. Number 7. The injured player even sued the other player and the opposing team's coach.
Wow.
In 1981, Bielefeld played against Werder Bremen. Ewald Lienen tried to dribble past Siegmann. The iron studs cut Lienen's thigh, and I can't show you the leg photos, otherwise YouTube would block the video. The player recovered from the injury after 4 weeks, but sued Siegmann and Otto Regal, the coach of Werder Bremen at the time. According to Lienen's accusation, the player had encouraged his...
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think that he should, whether he won or not, do you think he's right to sue the player for the injury, or you think that it's the sport, it comes with the sport? Let me know in the comments.
Teammates to commit the foul. The lawsuit failed, but the incident didn't go unnoticed. In the return match, the coach even sat on the bench wearing a bulletproof vest. There were death threats against him. Number 6. Martin Taylor also received a death threat after his foul on Eduardo. We're back in the Premier League. Birmingham City against Arsenal. Martin Taylor's incredibly brutal foul against Eduardo of Arsenal resulted in a broken tibia and fibula. The incident was so shocking that even on TV, replays weren't shown. Taylor was suspended for 3 matches. Eduardo returned to the field after a long injury hiatus, but was never the same. Number 5. Our number 5 occurred 2 years later, again in a Premier League match. Stoke City's Ryan Shawcross entered the duel, made the first contact, and broke Aaron Ramsey's leg. Shawcross received a red card and was suspended for 3 matches. Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger and the rest of the team were furious. 19-year-old Ramsey was making a name for himself in the football world, and many feared his career was already over. Fortunately, he recovered from the terrible injury and continued to play. Now let's move on to a foul that gave the player a nickname. The Butcher of Bilbao, number 4.
The Butcher.
In the 1980s, Athletic Bilbao and Barcelona had the biggest rivalry in Spain. Bilbao became champions in 1983, Barcelona won the cup, and in their 4th round of the new season, the 2 teams were set to face each other.
This is crazy.
The skillful Catalans against the tough Basques. 2 different football worlds. The score was already 2-0 for...
Yo, so let me know, like, how I can look him up, the Butcher, because that sounds crazy. If y'all know about the Butcher, let me know. Tell me some stories about
Barca
him.
when Maradona received the ball in midfield.
Oh!
Goicoechea brutally lunged from behind and broke the 25-year-old Maradona's ankles.
Oh, my
Maradona
God,
had
bro.
to stay out of the game for
His
several
ankles?
months, and Goicoechea received an 18-match suspension.
Bro, he broke his ankles? Both of them? You have 2 ankles, bro. Come on, bruh. Whoa, wait.
We've reached the top 3, and we're back in the Premier League.
Oh, my
Number
God.
3.
I'm scared.
In 2006, Manchester City played against Portsmouth. After a corner kick, Portsmouth player Mendes rushed to clear the ball.
Oh, his hands
Thatcher
went up.
hit him in the face with an elbow for no reason. Mendes lost consciousness and had to be treated on the field and then taken to the hospital.
Oh.
The absurd thing is that Thatcher only received a yellow card. What does one have to do to get a red card in England? Later, he was suspended by the Football Association for 8 matches and fined by his own club, being docked 6 weeks' wages as a punishment. Hey, it's not fair to hit others when you're angry, but it's perfectly fine to hit the subscribe button with force. Now, let's move on to a classic moment in football. Number 2, France versus Germany. In 1982, the 2 teams met in the World Cup semifinals, and the encounter was ruthless.
Yo, hold on, bro. All that, man. What's going on back there, sir? Come on, hey, yo.
Opportunity for France. Goalkeeper Schumacher lunged at Battiston and knocked him out with a powerful blow.
Bro.
The player lost several teeth and suffered a spinal.
Oh, my God, bro. Yeah, I got to admit, bro, this is a little bit more gangster than American football, bro.
Injury. One of the worst fouls ever. Schumacher had no chance of touching the ball, and it seemed like he just wanted to knock out the French player. But here's the absurd part. He didn't receive any card, not even a yellow one. Germany won the semifinal, but then lost to Italy in the final.
Yo, that's crazy.
Number 1, perhaps the most brutal foul ever, happened in England. Are we really surprised?
So hold on. Is England like the place where soccer get brutal? Let me know, bro, because the way he talking like, yo, you go to UK, bang, bing, bang. Let me know.
September 1997, Manchester United was playing against Leeds.
Okay, Manchester.
Roy Keane and Alf Inge Haaland, or rather Erling Haaland's father, clashed several times during the match. 5 minutes before the end, Keane wanted to trip Haaland, but in the process, he injured himself. Haaland leaned over him and shouted to stop faking an injury, but Keane wasn't faking. He'd torn his cruciate ligament and had to be out injured for a long time. 3.5 years later, the 2 faced each other again.
Wow.
Haaland was playing for Manchester City, the eternal rival of Manchester United. Keane wanted only one thing, to have revenge on Haaland. He received a red card and a 3-match suspension, plus a fine of £5,000. A year and a half later, he wrote in his autobiography that he wanted to hurt Haaland with that foul, and the English League handed him another 5-match suspension and a fine of £150,000.
Damn.
Wait, did you know that due to a brutal foul, Ronaldo died on the field for a minute? Watch the video here.
What? Don't even talk to me about football no more, man. Soccer and these listen, don't even talk to me about American football no more being very physical. Don't even talk to me about American football being too aggressive. Yo, they going crazy over there, boy. They over there hitting people with cleats on the bottom of their joint. He knocked all his teeth out. I'm not hearing about NFL players getting their teeth knocked out. So American football versus European football, I'm going with them, bro, all day on the physical, because this was brutal, brutal, brutal. If you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe. I only got 34,000. How am I going to get to 1 million if you don't subscribe? See you on the next one.